Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. How's your day going, your night going? I hope everything is awesome. So tonight's video is all about the Titanic Museum, which is said to be incredibly haunted, of course. And I'm really excited because I just love that movie so much. I've seen it so many times. When it came out, especially when I was like a kid. So yeah. Before we get started with tonight's video though, I just want to say that if you're new here, hello, posting videos every week. And I would love it if you go ahead and subscribe and be a part of this little spooky bout fam. Also, whatever you like, because that really helps the channel. And if you want to hear all about the Titanic Museum, just go ahead, turn off your lights, and stick around. Located in Branson, Missouri, the Titanic Museum was opened in April 2006. My birthday month, of course. And it has so many objects from the actual Titanic, of course, like so many, which is why people say the place is haunted AF. The sinking of the Titanic is one of the greatest tragedies in history. On April 15, 1912, the ship hit an iceberg and sunk, killing 1,496 people, which is just so sad to think about. It was like one of the saddest things had ever happened. A lot of children and innocent people died that day, many of which are said to be haunting this museum to this day, because you're most likely attached to the objects. You see, many ghosts are attached to things they used to like objects and stuff, and especially if they don't know they've passed. So they're still attached to this thing they really like when they were alive. So kids, like ghost kids, will forever be kids. Sometimes they're just living life just like they were a century ago before the ship sunk. So that's why people will hear kids running around and just like giggling as if they were playing with each other. If you think about it, if I think about it, like that's really creepy to just hear ghosts laughing and just running around, you know, footsteps and all that stuff. But they don't know that they're dead. Not always, but most of the time. They're not like aware of it, you know? People who have been to this place claim to have seen a lot of apparitions. Especially people who work there, of course, because they're like there all the time. They see it the most. They see this man on the stairs just staring at the clock. They hear little kids laughing and running and playing, like I said, when there's nobody around. Oh my god, the one that freaks me out the most is that they see handprints on the glass. Why? Because they just like, they appear out of nowhere. They start manifesting on the glass when there's nobody there, man. They just like, they will appear right before your eyes as if somebody was just like putting their hands there where there's nobody there. How terrifying is that? People will hear voices as if a group of people were just talking to each other, you know, like they were having lunch or dinner or whatever and chatting. And like I said, some spirits don't know they've passed, so they keep just living their lives like they were years ago before they died. And it's this loop, you know. Sometimes they relive the same day over and over, which is just like very sad. I couldn't deal with that, honestly. But then again, I wouldn't know. Maybe I died and I'm reliving my life again. So that's why sometimes we get to hear stuff. Cause the spirit world is like right here. They're all around. I hate saying that, but that's true. Like we don't see it because of the veil. We don't hear it because of the veil. But if they're strong enough, we can hear it. Which is why we hear footsteps, voices sometimes, not everybody, but you know, sometimes they can like pierce through the veil a little bit, which is why we hear stuff, especially in the middle of the night when the veil is like thinner. Anyway, I saw an episode of Ghost Adventures all about this museum, and they went there to this place to investigate, of course. They bought toys for the kids, for the ghost kids, to try and attract them to like communicate with them through the spirit box and just like everything else. It's just a very interesting episode. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. But the handprint thing happened to them, which was so very scary to watch. They just showed up on the glass, like manifested right before their eyes when there was nobody touching it. Now, how freaky is that? So, what do you guys think of this museum? Do you know anything I didn't mention here? Like if you knew about this museum before. Anyway, thank you so much for taking time today to just watch this video. That really means a lot to me. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know your thoughts because I love reading your comments so much. Why am I talking like that? Like how I'm singing? What the f? Anyway, I hope you're having an awesome day or night, and I'll see you children in my next video. Toodles!